Hi everyone, Fishwife here. I'm going to go over a little bit more complicated macro here, which is the AFK Magery macro. So say you've been playing for a while and you finally want to get your Magery up, you got some money lying around. So the best way to get your Magery up is, again, another AFK macro. So what you're going to do is you're going to get the reagents for whatever spell you're going to cast, and I'll put a guide to what spells you should be casting at what skill levels below. So you're going to set up your macro. You're going to put an if command in here. So you're just going to right click the macro. You're going to go to special constructs and insert if conditional. So what I've had it set up as an if my mana is less to or equal to 30, then my character will automatically use the skill meditation. So after that, I put in an else construct. So I just go down to special constructs and then click on else. So if my mana is not less to or equal 30, then my character will say bank. And so my character says bank, and then I'll execute the restock agent 1. So what this is it automatically grabs specific things out of a container and puts it into my backpack. So you go over to agents, you're going to click the drop down, you're going to go down to restock 1. And then you're going to add targets, and you're going to add all the reagents for the spell that you want to recast over and over and over again to up your Magery. So here I've added 4. And then over here in macros, we got the restock agent. We got a little pause here to let myself restock because it's a little bit slow because it's automated. It's multiple targets. So then we execute target self. So we just target our own character, because that means that we're going to. So with the restock agent, you set a container, but here we're using our bank box so that nobody else can mess with our container. So when you target yourself after restocking an agent, it'll just automatically grab those things out of your bank box. And then we gotta pause for 3 seconds so we can grab all those things out of our bank box, and then we cast the spell that we want to repeat casting. So here I have Mana Vamp, which is the last spell that you cast to get up to GM Magery once you get into the 80s. And then we have a pause for a couple seconds so that so I can cast the spell, and then absolute target, I've targeted myself. You can just recast on myself over and over and over again. And then we just click the loop, and you're good to go. You'll recast over and over and over again. Just when you're raising your Magery, you do have to change spells a few times. So make sure my suggestion for that is make sure you have the only about the approximate number of the reagents you need in your bank box to cast that spell the sufficient amount of times to get to that specific skill level. So you can kind of guesstimate. That way you're not wasting a lot of money on reagents if you cast too much. So that's how that works. If you have any questions, leave them below, and I'll see you next time.